Assalamualaikum.
Merhaba.
Khushamedid.
Hoş geldiniz.
Welcome to our YouTube channel, Miyaan
Biwi
Aur
TV.
Welcome guys to our second video. Today again we will be reviewing the dramas that you and we are loving watching
Yes.
on YouTube. Mostly I think now viewership has gone to YouTube
YouTube.
or TV channels, but since we are I am an overseas Pakistani, he's Turkish.
Yeah.
So of course we are watching on YouTube. We don't get the channels here. So today we will be talking about 3 dramas that are on our radar.
Yes.
Yes.
Meem Se Mohabbat
Meem
is
Se
the
Mohabbat.
first one. Second one is Dayan.
Dayan.
And third one is Dil Wali Gali mein aaja.
I was taking my
Aja.
husband's quiz. Does he know today's syllabus? What is coming in today's video? So stay tuned for the videos ahead. Before we start reviewing, we would like to say that please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Before we actually finish the video, we want to say it in the beginning because we really need your encouragement. This is a very new territory for us. So we would love your support, your constructive criticism, your comments, your likes, your feedback. This is
Definitely.
that would take us ahead, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And so we can
Yeah.
make this relationship strong.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Let's begin.
okay. Meem Se Mohabbat,
Meem Se
number
Mohabbat.
1 drama for today.
Today.
Episode number 29. What is happening? Sharik is
yes,
MIA,
Sharik was
missing in
MIA.
action.
So then the Dada Jan, I am sorry. Dada Jan. I'm
Grandpa.
still confused, like those two,
Yeah.
Dada. Yes, Dada Jan. He actually made like Talha marry Roshi.
Yes.
So, but like we will come to the other things later, some other details. But then we saw like they were like very like he was very unwell. He was like,
Fainting.
I cannot like take this. This is like too much. This is too much humiliation and stuff. So he was like, So he was, please marry my like daughter Roshi.
Yeah.
He said to Talha.
The next eligible bachelor in the wedding, we will marry Roshi to her because the groom didn't come.
Yeah. But to me it was like this. For example, like it was like, is there anyone to get married, like want to get married to Roshi? Like is there...
You know the street vendors who come in the mohallas also
Yeah.
in Turkey, they also come.
Yes.
They're like,
Alo, lelo.
like that. I mean, they are not saying alu lelo here. They are like simit, right? Simit sometimes.
Like or domates, other things.
Domates. So domates is
Tomato.
tomatoes.
Tomato.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I getting confused? I know my Turkish when it comes to food. Okay, so yes. So the whole wedding hall is in a chaos because the Barati have not come. Sharik has gone missing. He has been kidnapped and we kind of know who is behind it.
Yes.
I was already suspecting Dadaji and Talha's joint planning because it would be so nonsensical. For example, if Dadaji was not in on the plan and just because the groom is suddenly missing, you marry the first guy available at the wedding. That is so strange. So there had to be some planning for this, and we get to know because of Dadaji's acting after when they go back home.
Yeah.
So Talha steps up. He is like, yes, I will do this, I will marry. But we know it was a plan all along. Everyone, like I said, wedding hall chaos, and Roshi is saying, Dadaji is emotionally blackmailing Roshi. Roshi, I cannot take this humiliation. You have to have your rukhsati today. You have to go. So we see that. So then Roshi and Talha get married, and la. Now Roshi is going to Talha's house. Who is the most happy, do you think, in all of this?
Who is the most happy? Mohit.
Mohit. Yes, you could see the boy's acting was so good. I really liked the boy Mohit. His acting was so sweet. He was so overjoyed.
So genuine, right?
Yeah, it seemed very genuine. So that acting of that boy, I think behind the scenes, Danani and this boy must have really developed a relationship.
Talha also with Mohit, like
Talha
both.
also, but Danani and Mohit more like almost like same age kind of, you know, you are friends. With Talha, it's still more fatherly towards Mohit.
Yes, but still they are also close. So, but like you are right.
Yeah, one funny comment that I found was of Rohel, you know, the neighbor. He was like, what is this musical chairs going on? First, it was going to be her engagement, and it, like, you know, when Roshi was getting engaged, and then she made her sister, they changed the dulhan at the time, and the sister got married.
Yeah.
Now the dulha is being changed. What is this musical chairs? I really found that comment very hilarious. So, one spoof in the drama in episode 29, and actually carried on with episode 30, and then in the previous episode, that the Roshi's jewelry kept changing. The green set that she was wearing, it kept changing, and I was getting a little distracted by that, because, you know, it's like, it's changing.
We
and
noticed
it's very
that.
obvious.
Actually, you noticed that.
I noticed that,
Yes,
yeah.
you.
So what else in that episode? The car scene was kind of cute. It was a little awkward. They were a little shocked, right, in the car when they're going back. And
like what happened, kind of like just everything happened very instantly.
Yeah, but Talha is smiling the whole time, and I know he was in on the planning, but just like one episode before, he was still very not showing any interest in marrying Roshi. He just wanted her to not marry. Now suddenly he's smiling, and we will talk more about this when we are discussing the episode 30. So Mohit and Abid uncle very happy.
They are happy, very happy. They are
true.
Like, yeah. Both of them wanted because of Roshi.
Yeah.
Roshi was the perfect candidate for them, like perfect girl.
Yeah, both loved Roshi.
Yes.
So, and that genuinely it showed, their relationship they had shown.
Yeah.
You know what, I will say I'm getting a little hot in this sweater. The weather here is still changing, so sometimes you don't know what to wear. But okay, never mind that. So I thought the depiction of Roshi's house after her rukhsati was very nice. Everyone was kind of in a shock and kind of sad looking what has happened. And what I liked the direction in that each character, one was upstairs, one was down, one was in the room, and everyone they showed in one frame. I found that direction very nice. I thought it was very nice, and everyone is like worried about Dadaji, and what happens is Dadaji is like maze se he's eating, enjoying the wedding food. And they are like, what? So that Dadaji was so cute. I found his like whole demeanor very cute. So, and one other thing where Roshi says to Talha that, why did you get married to me? I had my majburi because of Dadaji, but you could have said no. And he said, मैं तो करना चाहता था, meaning I wanted to do this. So
मैं तो करना चाहता था.
मैं तो करना चाहता था. I wanted to do this.
मैं तो करना चाहता था.
Yes. था.
Sorry.
Yes. Good
okay.
job.
I will, inshallah, upcoming videos.
So Dadaji fully enjoying everything, the whole situation. So that's how we end episode number 29. Roshi sleeps with Mohit because she's still like, don't get very happy. I mean, she's saying to Talha like, don't get very, I don't know, like cocky, or basically she's like upset with him. So then we come to episode number 30. Do you have, before we go on to episode 30, any thoughts to share?
No, everything we covered, I guess, with the episode. I mean, these things happened.
Yeah.
So our audience also knows.
So episode 30 opens with Talha, with Sharik getting beaten up.
Yes, we saw finally.
Yeah, what has happened? What is happening to Sharik? Where is Sharik? As expected, he was kidnapped by Talha, because Talha's men overheard him saying that he wanted to basically blackmail Roshi. And Talha was saying that just you wanted to take revenge about me firing you from an innocent girl. If you were a man, you should have like challenged me or come to me, or like you should.
He also pushed the chair. Like,
he pushed the chair, and then very like fake beating was happening in the background. So I just feel bad for Sharik's mother. She doesn't know where her son is. So I feel bad for her.
That is, actually.
She was like fainting in the previous episode. So I feel bad for Sharik's mother, even though Sharik deserves this penalty.
Yes, but Sharik's mother was innocent. Like, Sharik's mother didn't know anything. Even she accepted everything that Sharik wanted. Like, But still,
Yeah.
she was like, she didn't understand what is happening. Actually,
Yeah.
she was saying, why do you want to get married very quickly?
Yeah.
But he was a little like, maybe I should say blackmailing her or something, because he was saying mothers do everything that their sons want.
This kind of things.
So he made her
Yeah.
do that.
She seems like a good woman, but
Yeah, seemed to be.
But
She didn't deserve this.
yeah. So one thing I would say about episode 30 is that we see a major shift in Talha's whole personality.
Yes.
Right?
He was like, this word I'm trying to use this, sarulu.
Sadu. The re is
Sardu.
very hard for everyone to say, because in Turkish
Yeah.
whole language there is no re alphabet. So there's a re sound.
Re.
Sadu. He's trying to
Sadu.
say very sadu. Yeah.
Yes.
And suddenly he's not.
Now he's
Sadu
very
anymore.
happy. He's very like cheerful.
Yeah.
He's very.
He went from this very like brooding hero to very like cheesy and romantic and like smiling hero. I'm like, why? When
What
did
happened?
this big shift happen?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have shown this shift in, or maybe they will show
This
us.
reminded me there was another Ramazan show called Very Filmi.
Yeah.
So the guy was always like
Saru.
Saru. But then something like, his smile was very creepy.
Very creepy. But Talha's smile is not creepy.
No, I'm not saying creepy, but like just like the transition was also, he was
Yeah.
like always like with a bad mood.
Yeah. So it feels like there's a personality swap between Talha and Roshi. Now Talha is very hee and Roshi is very serious and
Yeah.
upset and sadu kind of. Sadi
Yeah,
or
they
whatever.
changed kind of like.
So the personality swap has happened.
Swapped.
Swap.
Yeah.
So that was that. Talha and Roshi have like a small conversation. They go for some shopping. Also, by
Yeah.
the way, they arrange the walima in one day.
Mashallah.
I'm like, how are you able to do this? Maybe wait a few days, 1 week. You can have walima
Right.
like that, right? You don't really have to have it the next day. So how were they able to arrange that? They don't show us the walima, but still, that was a little unbelievable to me. I mean, of course, many things are a little unbelievable, but still, they didn't, I think, had to do that. But Talha basically confronts a little bit, because Roshi is so upset. So he confronts her, and she is saying, I have self-respect. And why did you marry me? You married me out of pity. You took pity on me, and I don't
Yeah.
need your pity. And he says, who said that? And that you were marrying Sharik because you wanted to take revenge. Intiqam.
Yeah.
I think it's Turkish word.
Intiqam.
Yes,
In
intiqam,
Turkish
because you
it's
wanted to take
same.
intiqam from me.
Yeah.
Because I was marrying Sabika, so you wanted to be the first one to marry, so you accepted the first proposal that came, which is all very true. So Talha
True,
fully
because-
understands
Yeah.
Roshi, like she was behaving
Of course.
immaturely.
True.
So he says all this, and I mean, she's just listening to him. So he basically calls her on the bluff. She still sticks to her lie. She said, no, I wanted to marry Sharik. Sharik was my choice. So, but we all know that's not true.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then they go to the mall and
He bought the
clothes.
dresses, right?
Yeah,
Everything. Because she didn't, like, she wasn't in
Yeah.
the mood also. She
Yeah.
didn't want, so
But,
he bought
yeah,
everything.
Yeah. And we have one criticism, by the way. I think it is mostly not just for this drama, but for Hum
Advertisement?
TV. Because we are seeing this
Yeah.
not just in this drama, but also in Dil Wali
Dil Wali
Gali.
Gali
The
mein also.
blatant product placement and saying the lines for that
Yeah.
product. Glow, whatever, the cream or Jame Shiri.
There was
It's
also
too much.
Silk Black.
Sunsilk shampoo.
Sunsilk
yeah.
black.
But not in this drama, the other one.
Yeah, Dil Wali Gali.
So I would request the creators to not do that. You really take the viewers out of the realm when you are like
yeah.
just in the drama zone, like you are in that world.
The thing is, actually, they can do, but in like
More subtle ways.
Yes,
But still,
definitely.
okay.
For example, it can stay here, right? This is seen, for
Yeah.
example. Do that, maybe. But if you do, oh, I'm pouring right now, oh, very refreshing. Do you want this refreshing? Like,
Yeah.
it's very...
I also like today in today's episode, Roshi just showed there was just a display of that cream. So there was, and she said, "I want one. I'll buy one or pack me one." Something
She
like
was
that,
asking,
which
yeah.
is more subtle in a way
Yes,
than
yes, it wasn't
But
much.
I would say you did it every episode, maybe one episode, 2 episodes, every consecutive episode. It's too much. It's oversaturated, and it really like takes you out of the show.
Yeah.
If they had done it more sparsely, like spread it out, I think it would be better.
And this is my second like for Ham TV. Ham TV, yaar. Please.
Yes.
This is my second
Please listen to
But,
your international audience.
second what can I say for like request, right?
Yeah, it's a
my
request.
request.
Humble request.
Don't put those advertisements too much,
Yeah.
please.
So yeah, a cute scene between Roshi and Abid uncle. Now she calls him Baba.
Baba.
They have this in the sprinklers come on. She goes and brings chai.
Baba is the same also in Turkish. It's
Yeah.
Baba, father.
Mother is not same. Mother is
Anne.
Anne, which means blind in Punjabi. Anna, like.
It's Anne. Yeah.
Anyways, so Roshi and Abid uncle's conversation was nice. She doesn't believe that Talha married her out of love, but Abid uncle says that Talha actually does
Yes.
like you.
He knew.
He was not marrying you, but there were other reasons for it, not
Yeah.
that because he didn't like you. And just accept it now and be happy about it. You look nice when you are happy.
Yeah.
So very sweet, like fatherly daughter conversation between them. And lastly, I think was the scene in the neighbors.
Not TikTok, but like
Yeah, the Rano, the servant, actually is a
TikToker, right? Yeah, she was.
So I think
streamer.
basically Pupo finally realizes that she was such a what is that word, diva with her own husband. She wasn't treating him right this whole
Yeah.
time. So it hits her like, I didn't
What am I doing?
care for you much. Yeah. And then they basically revealed to her that okay, Rano is not going to be his second wife. This was all a farce and she's just a TikToker. So that was kind of like, we are getting to the conclusion, I think, of all that. And just the end, Roshi, Mohit and Talha go to Roshi's house, and there Roshi sees them, Dada Jan.
They were like, yes, we did this.
Her mother is saying that Dada Jan and Talha must be bored with Dada Jan, so
They weren't.
call him out, and she sees and they are like,
Yeah, the mashallah, they are like, yeah.
high five. They're having this conversation. It was cute. So yeah, that was all from Meem Se Mohabbat.
That was all.
I think I will give it 1 thumbs up. I mean, it was very cute. Some things were, I feel like, a
Do we
little
have 2 thumbs up?
unbelievable. We
You
do
have,
have
right?
2, so I will give 1.
Just 1 thumbs up, okay.
I mean, we will add our ranking scheme into our reviews also soon. You will see. But for now, yeah, nice episodes and cute. Talha's whole personality is cute, even though it's a little hard to believe how quickly he changed.
Yeah.
But maybe we will understand it better ahead. So that's all. Thank
That's
you so
all.
much. Moving on to
Dayan.
So we are talking about Dayan episodes 9 and 10, this week's episodes. So Zavarsha basically, mission incomplete. His wife sends him to Nihal's room, but he comes without having done what his wife had wished.
Yeah.
So that was, it starts from there. Mission not impossible, but mission incomplete basically.
Yeah.
And what, by the way, I would like to add in this show, there is so much character in the shawl that they drape. Zavarsha,
Yeah.
he's like, then he's like taking it off, taking it on. And even I noticed that in Shadab also, she's also, her sari or shawl, she's like, so a lot of layer in the clothes. So Nihal is, I think, very confused what is happening. This family, I think she's thinking this family is a little crazy because the big sister comes to Nihal and she's kind of trying to, you can come to me for something if you need. But then the servant is coming. She's like, I give you baddua. And
Noori.
Then and then Zavarsha is basically also, you cannot take my wife's position. So she's a little confused, like what is happening. Then what we see is basically that Shakil Ansari, Nihal's dad, father, comes to the house. What did you think of that scene when he comes to the house?
Yeah, that scene was like, I mean, what did I think? Actually, I wasn't thinking he would slap. Like,
Really? What did you think would happen?
like, I don't know, maybe they would have just taken him to outside or like some other things, but he just slapped. Like, also
I
in
kind of
in
did.
Pakistani shows, I was thinking, for example, he's your elder,
Yeah.
older like man, so he was like,
True, but
sometimes I don't expect these things in
Yeah.
Pakistani shows, but
Yeah.
so that was the thing. But his behavior was so bad. Like there was driver or someone. He was saying, "I am gonna make you getting fired from here
Yeah.
and stuff." So he was threatening.
The arrogance.
He was saying, "There is dust here on the car. Please clean." And
I
not
just-
please clean. Like
I
not
just
please.
feel like, do you not have common sense?
Yeah.
You literally killed the brother.
Yeah.
And
yes.
how do you expect to get any
Right.
respect? Your daughter has been taken away as
Yeah.
a deal, not as they didn't welcome her
Exactly.
with open hands. So what is the logic? How can you expect to be treated with respect, right? Like, of course you will be scorned and you will be abused or whatever.
But when we think like this, I'm actually realizing that acting is good. So we
Yeah.
are like
Really good acting that you
Yeah.
feel
this feeling is
disgusted.
coming to you.
Yeah. The I'm forgetting
Yeah.
the actor's name, but he's a veteran actor. He's done a lot of movies, Punjabi movies in Pakistan. The industry, it's known as Lollywood, not Hollywood, not Bollywood,
Well, not Bollywood, Lollywood.
because Lahore and Hollywood, I guess that was the thing. Please tell me if I'm right. So yeah, so that was a little like, so after that Zavarsha is fully like, he's infuriated, so he drags Nihal out of the house and he drops her back
Also,
to her house.
like in one scene, the father was on the ground. He was like
Yeah.
just walking like this. So they were like literally taking him out of like
Yeah.
from the place. So that
Yeah.
that was like
So yeah, and then Nihal
But
is
then
basically thrown back into her
he
house.
came with anger
Yeah.
to the house. Then
Like he says, I am the I am the susar. Susar means father-in-law. मैं susar हूँ. I am the father-in-law. But his wife is also saying, why told you not to go
Yeah,
there? By
right.
the way, again, I will say toxic mother, toxic wife, because her husband is toxic. That has made her toxic as a mother. I really don't understand how she can sacrifice her daughter for such a man.
True.
who treats her as garbage, basically.
yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's hard to relate to such a character. There are other majbooriyan in which women are, but this to me
This was,
is a little out of the realm of believability, I would say.
For example, I will actually switch the topic a little, but for example, I didn't like also Bisma's behaviors in the first, like in Karzejan.
Karzejan in
So
the
he was so, she was so kind of not desperate, but she was so silent in the first,
like taking the zulm.
Yes, everything taking, not standing
up for herself. But still, for me, that is slightly different. We will discuss that when we discuss Karzejan.
No,
but
I wanted
I
to
understand
touch,
where you're
like,
coming from. Yeah. Anyways, then there is the whole scene between Shabab and Zavarsha's sisters, Fauzi and Zakia. I always forget their names. They are just like, they are manipulating their brother. It's the dynamic between Shadab and these women is kind of, I like it. It's very spicy. They are each backstabbing each other. They're all trying to have Zavarsha in their corner. So it's like my brother, my husband, my brother, my husband, that thing, tug of war. So it's fun in this kind of a drama because it adds to the melodrama of it all. So I thought that was like, it's just fine. I accept that. It's fun for me. And then Nihal is basically, not Nihal, Shadab is basically begging Zavarsha that I want you to do this. She has a whole outburst like, I want your son. I
still do not understand this. Which, like, in the comment section, our audience can say which woman wants this for their husband.
Actually, there have been Bollywood movies about this topic.
Really? I don't
Yes,
like,
there was a Salman Khan movie,
I mean,
Chori.
we also
Okay, I think.
we discussed this also before, if you
Yeah.
remember. They can just adopt.
True, I was going to say,
Yeah.
why not just adopt? But her whole thing is his bloodline.
I know, but still, isn't there any scientific, like in science we can do maybe?
Actually, I didn't research. They mentioned her. She has something tunnel syndrome. I am a biologist in. I did molecular biology and genetics, but I have to research this. I'm sure there are still ways to conceive a child even with this, but I will have to research that in order to comment on that.
No, I was thinking in the lab. Can't you do with the
IVF?
IVF.
Yes, I don't know.
Something.
I will have to research.
Or maybe
that.
it can, but like they are rich.
Yeah, they're very.
can,
They
of
don't
course.
have money.
Yeah, they don't have money issues. Yeah.
Moving on to episode number 10. Nihal's father is. It was funny. So Shadab comes to the house to collect Nihal, like to take Nihal again, and the father is doing some spitting.
Yeah, that he
thingy,
did.
And he spits on her sari. It was kind of funny. And he's like, "Oh, sorry." Like, Sai Badi Meem Saab came. So that was a little funny to me.
And she took her.
Yeah,
basically.
she basically takes her back.
I one thing I will say, I was a little surprised when she directly went with her, because she was saying Madam G, right? Madam
Yes.
and stuff. So she's respecting that woman
Because
also.
they are big, like, wealthy people and all.
Yes,
She basically
but-
said that a deal has been struck between us. For your father's freedom, you have to do this. So you
But I
are.
was thinking still she can resist a little.
I don't think she can. She's shown to be very, like, everyone is dragging
No,
her here
because
there.
she first came to house, so she was saying
Yeah.
kind of, I will never go to that house
Yeah.
again, kind of. Then Madam came.
Yeah,
And-
Madam Saiba.
Madam. Yeah.
Madam.
Then they said, like, she said, okay, come with me.
Yeah, I mean, they are showing, I think, because there's in the OST, I feel like there's going to be a big change in Shadab's, not Shadab, I'm sorry, I always am confusing these names, in Nihal's character. She's gonna change from this person to,
Maybe.
so they are just, I think, right now showing her
Yeah.
as a very meek, weak personality. So there is that, and then the evil brother-in-law pervert, he's trying to.
By the way, I didn't know he was like that.
I could tell, because he was like, oh, she's so beautiful, and he's trying to be, these what is the word for it? Cheap stunts he's trying to pull. Again, Noori is having constant outburst at Nihal. Whenever Nihal comes, Noori is like, why
are you here still?
Yeah, why are you here? And they are she's so disrespectful towards her. So Shadab is basically leaving the house because she's upset with Zavarsha. She brings back, before that she brings back Nihal, and the sisters again lose their marbles.
Yeah.
They are, why again, this is not your house only, and all these things. He was our brother. She is our brother's murderer. I mean, indirectly they think so, all this stuff. And then Shadab, basically, by the way, I didn't understand. Okay, I understand Shadab is this rich woman with a lot of wealth, influence and all that. So she's always very dressed and this. But when she was leaving Zavarsha to go to her mother's house, she was fully dressed as if she is going to receive some award or something. Black sari, tip-top, high heels, a glittery clutch bag. So I was a little taken aback. Why are you this dressed to go to your mother's house? I don't know. Anyways, she gives her plans to Noori that she's supposed to dress Nihal.
Yes.
And then take Nihal to Zavarsha.
Yeah.
So that was that. And what happens is that she goes to Zavarsha with the medicine.
She gives the medicine.
He didn't take the medicine yet. But again and again they were highlighting the medicine. I don't understand what the medicine is for. To drug him so his inhibitions are down. I don't understand the significance of medicine.
She said, like, I will tell Noori or something, like,
Yes.
to get the medicine for you.
Yes.
So he was saying unwell. I am unwell or something. He
But
said,
so
right?
many times they mentioned medicine.
The medicine they
Is
mentioned.
it just a bahana for Nihal to go to him, or does it have some special significance? I don't know. Or is it just a
That
painkiller?
part actually was.
It was a little weird to me.
Yeah, interesting.
And then basically Zavarsha again has an outburst on Nihal. He says, "तुम्हें तुम्हारा हक भीख में मिलेगा. Okay, now that you are my wife, I will give you your right in a as charity. Like you will have to beg for it." And I think he's meaning her right as his wife, because she is his wife. So I mean that's that, and the whole drama ends there.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any more thoughts?
I mean, I will just say this drama is a little slow.
It is, but it's very over dramatic, slow-mo motion, like
going to somewhere.
slow-mo motion. I say, yeah, like, you know. But I think it's a fun watch. Like we said in the previous episodes, like you turn off your brain and you enjoy the show.
And we said like you can watch the video with 1.5x or 2x.
But do not do that to our.
I mean, we don't want to insult.
Do not do that to our video. Watch our video at normal speed and again and again and again.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank
now
you so
let's
much.
move on to
Dil Wali Gali mein aaja.
So,
Okay.
Dil Wali Gali mein aaja, Diju and Mujji finally get all the money that they have to pay for the excuse me, for the flat.
Yeah.
And
The project flat.
the
project.
flat, and Diju doesn't know exactly where Mujji got some of that money from, because she would be upset if she learns it's from that teacher, you know, the teacher who liked Mujji. Anyways, going past that, they go to the apartment, they give the money, and then what happens?
Okay.
So what we see is that Diju and Mujji get their apartment. I love that scene where they are in their apartment floor and Mujji starts dancing and then they both dance.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Heartwarming.
Very heartwarming. I loved it because it also seemed so like natural. Sometimes when you see actors dancing, they are self-conscious.
They in the show, I just find Mujji, Diju also the same. They are very innocent characters.
Very innocent, very natural.
Very natural. Like it's just their it's all the behaviors very
pure heart,
genuine.
Yeah.
Like,
but their dance scene, I loved Sajjal Ali and Hamza Sohail's like whole that dance sequence, the direction, also the camera movement and the zoom in, zoom out, everything, his expressions when he starts moving his shoulders. It was so cute. I truly loved that scene. I watched it twice, so like I liked it that much. So that was so, I really pray nothing will go wrong now, because
Inshallah,
my heart will break.
So many things happen to them.
Yes, also now we are at the end of Ramadan, so I don't think there is much left for anything to go wrong.
That is also true.
Because we should get a happy ending. We all deserve this. So yeah, that happens. And then basically Diju's family know that she's been lying. And so
mafia.
So the father is very upset. And who's the culprit who told these things? Her cousin Hamza.
Yeah. He went to the house. He was saying like, I saw someone else.
Yeah. That whole bit was also very funny. But this time, one nice thing is that Cookie, who was being such a pain for Diju, actually supported her and her brother also. They were both trying to make the parents understand that she was in a majburi. Like
I didn't expect, but it's nice.
Yes, it was nice of Cookie to nice of Cookie, and nice to see that between the sisters, that support for each other. So basically, Diju tells them I think the whole story, she tells them how it was like they didn't have a choice but to do this, and right now where they are living and what kind of condition they are living, and so yeah, that was nice. I think she calms her family down. And also one fun thing where she takes revenge from Hamza, she calls him with Cookie and they say, now you went there, you are under the mafia radar, so you need to go underground.
that
He's
word.
like,
Also, she heard that underground word from the other
Yes.
guys, like two guys.
So she's like, Hamza is saying, Diju, kahan phasa diya? Like, where did you get me stuck?
Yeah.
Like
What
that.
did
So
you do to me?
it was funny. Also, another thing where the brother is saying to Diju, like, this gangster Sakhi, who is rest in peace, looks so like, why didn't you take a selfie with him?
Yeah.
So you should have taken a selfie with him to increase your street cred.
They did when they like put the furnitures. Do you
Actually
remember?
they
They
did.
but not with the Sakhi guy, like Sahab.
The other two.
The other two, they
Yeah.
did like they with
Yeah.
like.
And she was saying they have very good hearts. What were they? Hichki and Talli.
Names
Their
were.
names were so funny. Hichki means hiccup.
Yeah, he was like.
Yeah.
He was like.
Do you want water? I don't have water. It's time. So that was very funny. Also, Tamkinat got scolded by her mother. So she realizes a little. So she is better with Ishtiyaq.
Yeah, but.
And with also the other teacher, Fauzia.
Still,
Fauzia.
Tamkinat.
You don't like. I also
don't like much. I mean, of course, her acting is good. I'm not saying anything.
Very good.
The
Marvelous.
character of her is not very
Which means
like
good job done by the actor.
good job done, of course.
Actually excellent job because I really don't like her.
But when her scene comes, like it's like a goosebumps. Really, it's like
Okay, not that much. So that was also, so Mujji's family also learned that they have been kicked out of the apartment and they're living in very like in a squander kind of living.
İştiyak payast.
So the mother says to Mujji that I can give you some loan, get out of this place, buy another apartment.
But he
refuses.
No, like he
basically says that Diju will say no, but he doesn't want it either.
Yeah.
And then basically there's like a whole union potluck gathering of all the people in the apartment who are going to be living in that building. Organized by that uncle.
Yes,
so all of them meet there and everyone tells their story, and everyone's story is kind of mostly sad because one mother is there because her daughter-in-law kicked her out, then another is whose mother-in-law is not nice. I mean,
everyone has a story background.
Has a backstory, and it was very like nice, and you know, and it's true. Everyone does have a story in all these things. So and then the uncle says, okay, now introduce yourselves. And then Mujji gives this speech, which I loved. I loved that speech and I have written it down, so I want to say it.
Okay.
I will say it in Urdu, then I will. Adam knows I translated it for him, but he says, हमें लड़ने के लिए कोई इश्यू चाहिए, ना मनाने के लिए कोई बहाना, ना रोने के लिए कोई दुख चाहिए, ना हंसने के लिए कोई जोक. हमारा सब कुछ संज है सवाए बाथरूम के, except for the bathroom. Basically he's saying that we don't need anything to make us cry or anything for us to fight about, to you know, to everything for us is simple. हमारे कोई बहुत बड़े ख्वाब तो नहीं हैं, बस थोड़ी थोड़ी स्पेस ढूंढते हुए यहाँ पहुँच गए. We did not have big dreams, just trying to find some space for ourselves. We ended up here. So it was so cute, the speech. I loved that speech by Mujji. And then that's it, right? In this episode, they go back to their, they are like washing the clothes, actually drying the clothes, which was very nice, both of them doing that. And they are both working very hard. Mujji is now doing double shifts.
He's working in market, right? Market
he is working in a grocery, in a supermarket, and he's call center at mornings.
It's so hard to jobs.
So because he wants to give all that money back. I don't know the wisdom in getting that loan from that teacher, because he can be giving some signs to the teacher unintentionally. You know, that teacher he got the loan from. So I have a little question mark if that was wise enough, but I understand he was like in a very tight position. Tight place. So that's it for Dil Wali Gali mein. So let's move on to our, I hope this will become your favorite segment. It's my favorite segment. Word of the day. In Word of the Day, again, I would like to explain. Basically, we take one any word from one of the dramas that we are reviewing today, some word that catches our eye, and that word is in Urdu from the drama, of course, and then Erdem will tell us the Turkish translation
yes.
of that Urdu word. And this time the Urdu word that I took is khwab, which I took from Mujji's
Khwab.
speech in
Khwab.
Dil Wali Gali mein, which means dreams
Am I
or
saying
dream.
correct?
Khwab.
Khwab.
Yes, khwab. Good job. The kh is hard for you to
Yeah.
say, but you are doing a good job. The kh sound. Kh
So,
from the epiglottis. Sorry.
you
Okay,
know,
now you can go ahead.
It was dream.
Yes.
You said dream. So in Turkish, we call dream as rüya.
Rüya.
Rüya.
Rüya.
Yeah.
Rüya.
Rüya.
Am I saying it right?
Rüya görmek, we say see a dream, like seeing the
Rüya,
dream.
rüya is dream. Görmek is to see.
Görmek, yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our word of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For
Please, we will not, of course, repeat this again and again.
actually,
But
we will until you subscribe.
no,
like.
but I want to thank to our subscribers also who subscribed right now.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much. Like inshallah, we will do our best in the upcoming videos more and more. We are thinking to publish more frequently. Yes,
make more content, and if you encourage us, then definitely
it will
more
give us
will come.
boost.
Because then we will know we are going in the right direction.
Definitely.
So we really, really need your feedback because we're just a baby channel. So from your feedback, your feedback is our nutrition, and that's how we will
grow like that.
Grow like that. And lots of love. Take care.
See
you soon.
See you
this
soon.
week, inshallah. Again, we shall post.
Yeah.
Or next week. I think maybe next week. So take care. Khuda Hafiz.
Hayırlı Ramazanlar.
Görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Like.
Share.
Subscribe.
This is so girly.
No, it isn't.